The world's first AI browser just came out and it's insane. Today we're talking about Comet, Perplexity's AI browser that's competing with the likes of Google Chrome. Now this browser is an agent. What does that mean? It means it can automate tasks and do things for you. This is your personal assistant, and it's a web browser that can navigate the internet, the information world, and connect everything with AI. This is a huge innovation that we've been waiting for, and I'm super excited to get my hands on the wait list, and we just got early access. So we're gonna jump in and show you what it can do and what it can't do, and show you should you move to Comet from Google Chrome. Now, I'm here not just to talk. We're gonna jump into the browser and show you what it can do. Now, when you first set up the browser, you get this beautiful music, this introduction, and it has this theme of the Comet. You can choose your profile, different planets, and then set up your account, as well as bring over all your data from Google Chrome. Once you open it up, you've signed in, you have the actual browser, which looks like Google Chrome. I was so happy. It even uses Google Chrome extensions that you can download in the Chrome store, and they work. So it's very easy to move over, very simple, and looks beautiful. The only difference is really that you have Perplexity here as your main search engine. And here you can search anything, so you can say hi, or you can do whatever you want and start talking to your AI. And you can also, here in the browser, go anywhere you want, such as YouTube and all those kind of things. So you have a lot of control here, and you can make new tabs, all kinds of fun things. But what you can also do is you can connect your email. So if we go here, we can quickly connect our email, go through the process, and now the browser has access to our email as well as our calendar. And so we can now do things that are really cool, and we can ask it about our email. We could say anything important received in the last, 7 days on my email. Can you summarize? And then it will actually check for important emails and grab them all of it. I will have to blur this out because it is my email, but awesome stuff, right? It says here, project and business updates, payments, all kinds of stuff that has happened in the last 7 days. And you can even ask it to write an email for you. And, can you reply to Bob about XYZ? And then this is where the agentic part comes in, and it will actually compose a email for you, and it will read the emails and then write an email for you, and then ask it here. Look at this. We'll have to blur out the email here, but really, it actually wrote out a full email in this little template, and I can click send, or I can refine email and ask how I want the changes to be, or I can directly change it in there and then send it, and it's connected to my email. So already you can see that this is no normal browser. It is an AI assistant. So it's extremely cool. So I'm going to skip that. I don't want to reply with it. So I'm always nice to my AIs. I'll say thank you. Once they take over, we want to make sure that they have some good, nice data on us. So we're already seeing some awesome powers of this Comet, and we're going to go through some more. Now, a key thing here, and the reason that having AI connected to a browser is so useful, is because it gets access to the content of your browser. So that means that any content on the internet you're looking at, you can ask AI about that content and get direct responses. It can summarize, it can think through that data and evaluate it. So this is really powerful. We've been doing this for months, almost a year now, with Harpa, which is another tool that is a Chrome extension. It does kind of the same thing, but if you haven't played around with it, it is super nice. So if we go to YouTube and we have a video like this Perplexity video introducing Comet, we can then go up here to Assistant and open it up. We can instantly see some recommendations, and we can also ask anything. The AI Perplexity now has access to the video and the entire transcript of it. So if we say summarize this video, he'll actually take the content from the browser and say, hey, here is the video and here are the key points. This is what Comet is. It features an AI assistant, and it's available to Perplexity Max subscribers. It even says a philosophy behind it. So that's the video. If we look at a 2-hour podcast, we can also have it summarize it, or we can have it find specific information, right? If we're looking at some science video that's 3 hours long about a biology kind of, health topic, we can ask it a question, and we can say, hey, I just want to know if, I should eat pancakes on this diet or not, right? So we can get a lot of information from here. Along with that, we can also look at a Reddit post. What kind of clothes should I pack for a trip? We can then, instead of reading through this, we're lazy. Come on. We have to ask, look at all of the replies to this Reddit thread. And if it's an old one, it could be hundreds of replies. What is the most common gear I should bring to my trip? And I tell you what, AI is so good for travel planning. And here it goes, right? It layers of clothes that you should really have different synthetic wool for wicking, all kinds of stuff, proper feet. And then, you can also ask, can you give me specific product recs? And then it may or may not do this if there's any recommendations on the page, or if it has access, we'll see. It's AI, so you never really fully know. And look, it's starting to search Google and doing, the different ones, right? So here it's giving for each category that have been mentioned here, it's searching and found some recommendations through, I believe this is probably Google. I know ChatGPT uses a lot of Bing. And you could probably just ask it, did you use Google or Bing? And it just searched those keywords and then extracted the search results on Google. So again, if you want your brand mentioned here, you're gonna still have to do some SEO stuff to get that in there. And then you could do anything. You could ask it, can you compare reviews for all of these products? And it can go through. So, can you search each product into Google and find the reviews for these products and give me a sentiment of the product, right? So I won't go too nerdy because obviously it's AI and it has access to data. So you can pretty much do, the world's your oyster. You can also do this with stuff like Facebook groups. So it's already searching. So it searched on Google each product and put review 2025 on there, and it's giving the sentiment in the summary. So it searched the reviews. Now it's using the data from Google or Bing. So it might be kind of wrong. You could also ask it to go to Amazon or Walmart or something like that, which might be a little bit accurate. But of course, people do a lot of SEO and they may be manipulating these reviews. But, overall, you have a lot of data here. So really cool that we get that information. If we're on Facebook, like a Facebook group, we can also scroll down and get all of the comments from a particular Facebook group. And then again, say, hey, can you look through these comments and give me a sentiment about this, or best tips for hiking the Dolomites? So many things can be done because your AI has access to data, has access to the internet. This is really what Comet as an AI-powered browser does. That's extremely unique compared to other browsers, and it's pretty awesome. Comet can take control of the entire browser, and if you hit the assistant here, we can see it can scroll down and find actual relevant information and posts that I asked it for, as well as do direct actions on the browser. So this is pretty amazing. Now, if you ask it a basic question like that, it will just go through and show you directly on the results. Sometimes it will just do it in a hidden browser. So say I wanted to find and prospect people to reach out to that are Shopify owners or Shopify merchants or influencers. I can say that. I can also put here, or influencers around Shopify. It will then proceed with the actions that it needs to take. So it's an actual assistant that can help me do work, find jobs, do all kinds of tasks, do deep research, etc. So it's extremely powerful. As you can see, since this is a more in-depth task, it also will create its own little hidden browser here. You can open the page it's on and do a lot of different tasks. You can see which ones it's doing. It's waiting for it to load right now. So we'll let this show you just so you can see all the kind of stuff it can do, and then it will give back the report. Fast forward, we got back our list. It does take a little while, but the list is really good. So Kirk Elster is actually a friend of mine. We went on his podcast, and he is probably the best person to collaborate with in Shopify. So great recommendation here. We see the head of agency partnerships. That's a really good recommendation as well. Senior UX researcher, growth at Shopify. So you see a lot of Shopify kind of clients, and then we see a Shopify expert. And so there's always going to be a varying results here. This is a little bit more so Shopify partners and Shopify app developer. That's really good. I love Alana as well. She has an incredible app. So really, this is amazing results. I've already collaborated with Alana and Kurt. So a lot of this is really good stuff. It gave me 20 recommendations. So this is really a powerful feature of the program. We can also even say, can you reach out to each one asking to collaborate? And now you'll probably have to give it more context, but it really does work like this. It can identify and start opening the messaging interface for each one. Now I have to be careful. I don't want to reach out to Kurt with a new message, so I may just close this out. But you're going to have varying degrees of success, but a lot of times if you write the prompt right, you can do magic with Comet. I'm going to go through two more exciting things that Comet can do. One of the classic examples that Comet shares crosshairs is a Instacart order for groceries. You can also do similar stuff with travel. So here I'm saying I need to make an Instacart order. I want you to check my history, see which items I haven't bought in a while, and make a new order. Now, I did go ahead and log into Instacart on the browser. It'll remember my saved login, so if I ever want to do this again, I can. But before you do that, it'll tell you that you need to make sure that you're logged in on the browser. They'll go through and it's doing all kinds of stuff. It's looking at order receipts, so it may not actually understand that request pretty well. Now it's doing some Python programming, but hey, I'm gonna let it do its thing. Maybe it's gonna get it right. Okay, so it's adding products to the cart now. Now, I will say this is taking a little while. Probably would have been quicker for me to do it. But if I set and forget it, or if I can automate it to do it like every month or something, then it would be really nice. With that being said, it's crazy that it's actually navigating the browser and clicking on things and doing different things and reasoning. That's insane. Okay, and it did actually make the order. We have the 6 items, and they are stuff that I actually do normally buy. So it is kind of amazing. I mean, it's not everything I would add, and it's took forever, but it's pretty good. Honestly, just interesting to see how many steps and what it can all do. Now also report the steps here, it looks like. And so very interesting capabilities. Okay, so it did okay with the grocery shopping example. Took quite a while. Maybe I didn't give it the best query. We can play around more with it. But the fact that it can do agentic operations like that is extremely exciting, especially over the next year as it gets better with agents. So a lot of cool stuff happening there. Now, a last thing I want to show you before we sign off is the ability to look at multiple browser tabs. It's really cool, and I have not seen this before. So if I open up the assistant here, and I'll just refresh this page and then open up the assistant, I can, of course, talk about this Google search result. So you can say I am on a Google search result. Can you analyze the SERP from an SEO perspective using content of the SERP on the browser? And we can ask it this, and it should be able to actually look at the data here on the browser and give an SEO analysis of hammocks for sale. So I'm a cheeky SEO guy, so of course I wanted to check that out. And it gives some decent information, product and brand pages, are popular and some of this stuff, schema, etc. So that's kind of interesting. But what we can also do is I opened up the top pages here on my browser, and we can also directly reference those. So I can say, can you give a analysis of each page's SEO with a focus on page elements? Here are the top 3 results. Please analyze the HTML of each. And then you can do @ and you can say here different pages. So this one, and then @ this one, and then that. And now it can actually use the content of each one of those tabs, look at the pages, extract the HTML, and give us actually useful SEO data on if we wanted to rank on Google. So this, and you can see it's actually reading the sources, it's going to those pages and extracting the pages, and it's going to tell us stuff like the URL, the SEO title tag, the description. It says strengths and weaknesses, prominent H1 tag, social proof, areas to improve, a repetitive anchor text. That's true. And then it goes through it. So it's actually analyzing each tab. And of course, lots of uses here for marketing. You could open up a ton of Facebook groups and analyze all the groups. You can do all kinds of stuff. But what it can also be is for just normal everyday stuff. So you could open up a bunch of different products and then have it look at the data or the Amazon page or the website pages of each product, and then analyze things and put it in a table of sentiment and all kinds of stuff. And look, it even created a summary table here analyzing the 3 pages. And then I could give it my page. There's a lot that can be done here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you can gain some value and try to get Comet. It's super interesting. You should play around with it. Give this video a like if you did find it interesting. Subscribe if you want more AI and SEO content. We're posting all kinds of stuff. So come join us. Add a comment. Let me know if you've used it, and we can go from there. If you are interested in GEO, generative engine optimization, seeing how we can get your brand listed here on Google, Bing, and all the AI results, as well as Perplexity, give a reach out. We have my Calendly link as the first comment and in the description. Anyway, thank you for your time. You have a great rest of your day.